The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Play action. It's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Big strides. Look at him go.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third and 4.
Now it's Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Brown.
Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To the air yet again, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We look at this Browns defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now 2nd and 9. On the option right is Jackson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First down, Browns.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it makes the score 21-10. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. Shreds the tackle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And it is caught. Well, the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hill will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tucker now to add the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Watson.
Right back to Njoku.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
21 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, Watson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now here's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justice Hill
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half with Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it with Hill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Flowers on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are pouring it on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Escapes the defender. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught by Evans. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Watson on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll go with Hill here on first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They set up the screen to Hill. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Browns drive about to get started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
They run with Ford.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's the fullback, Ricard.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you don't often see a lot of 1st down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yardage and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
42 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off of play action, it's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Roquan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Hill.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.